Welcome back, my awesome people. In today's episode, I will be highlighting one of the newest additions to my portfolio and a game-changing disruptor in the technology sector. ThreeD Capital, ticker symbol IDK and IDKFF. ThreeD Capital is a publicly traded Canadian-based venture capital firm focused on investments in companies in the junior resources, which is precious metals and battery metals, and disruptive technologies such as blockchain, AI machine learning, biotechnology, electric cars, and many, many more. ThreeD's investment strategy is to invest in multiple private and public companies across a variety of sectors globally. They seek to invest in early stage companies. Think of it as like an ETF for startups and small cap companies. ThreeD Capital provides investors with significant exposure to ground floor opportunities in small cap stocks in their very early stages that otherwise may be impossible for 99% of investors, like the average investor, to participate in. Simply put, there is quite simply no other investment vehicle like it in the Canadian small cap space. Because the biggest perk of this is you're able to invest in companies before they IPO. And best of all, investors get to invest in ThreeD Capital under the leadership of one of the greatest investors in Canadian history, Sheldon Inwentash, the founder, chairman, and CEO of ThreeD Capital. His track record speaks for itself. Sheldon has multiple high-level credentials in business, finance, and design, and a reputation as a world leader in financing junior resource companies. He has financed hundreds of private and public startup companies. His investments have reached more than $800 million. His expertise has revolutionized the resource investment model, and he has many successful unicorn exits. And for those that don't know what a unicorn company is, it is pretty much a privately held startup company with a value of over $1 billion. Sheldon has more than 30 years of successful small cap investing experience and an extensive track record of achieving significant returns to his investors and profitability for the companies in which he invests in. So, with all these accolades, I trust this CEO and his decisions. Unlike other CEOs who have started a company and then ran off with the profits, leaving their investors stranded. Sheldon has founded ThreeD Capital to provide opportunities in several areas. He launched ThreeD Capital after 20 years as CEO of Pine Tree Capital, which is an investment, financial advisory, and merchant banking firm in which he was also the founder and CEO. Well regarded in the investment industry, Sheldon has earned a reputation for creating significant shareholder value through early investments, in many of which have had successful exits. By leading Pine Tree Capital for 2 decades, Sheldon has created significant shareholder by being the founding strategic investor in unicorn companies such as Queenston Mining, which was then acquired by Osisko Mining Corp for $550 million. Aurelian Resources, which was acquired by Kinross for $1.2 billion. And Gold Eagle Mines, which was acquired by Goldcorp for $1.5 billion. Just to name a few. Currently, ThreeD has 61 technology investments and 11 junior resource investments and continues to grow. Blockchain, AI machine learning, biotechnology, and the precious metal and battery metal sectors are the focus of ThreeD. For example, Toak, one of ThreeD's latest major investments, is not only a disruptor in how digital payments are made, but a game changer in global transactions on the blockchain. Toak provides a new option for the unserved market to allow business customers to complete micropayments across the world in an inexpensive and cost-efficient manner without having to subscribe to a costly and expensive microservice transaction platform. Toak is powered by the TOTA protocol, a decentralized, distributed, layer 0, ledgerless blockchain that scales to billions of users and handles millions of on-chain transactions per second at less than 0.1% of the cost. Toak provides a mobile marketplace that allows merchants and consumers to securely and privately own any type of digital asset and easily transact them from peer to peer. So if you are in India, Africa, or pretty much anywhere in the world and you need to make a transaction fee of any kind, guess what? The fee that you pay to conduct this transaction is less than a penny. And not only that, but if you are part of a subscription service, but you only use the service once in a while, even though you are still paying for them as a subscription package, guess what? With Toak, you only pay for what you use. Toak has also introduced its Tap Micropayment AI, where you can instantly micropay for digital content and services. Just one tap, no registration, login, or subscription required. And this will be used to support the sectors such as healthcare, education, sports, media, and entertainment. You can make any digital content or service micropayable, from learning a class online to watching a sports event or even just paying for medical reports. You only pay for what you use. And the best part is they are the only micropayment platform that uses AI conversational checkout, which are personalized AI avatars that will quickly find what you are looking for and close the sale. So whether you are a customer buying or a business selling, Tap is making payments easier and cheaper. And this, my awesome people, is a revolutionary technology that has the potential to transform and streamline business transactions, and especially with online businesses becoming the fastest growing form of entrepreneurship. This technology is key for success. I'll be going more into detail about Toak and its technology in upcoming videos, so subscribe and stay tuned for when I do post it. So to summarize, why should you add ThreeD capital to your portfolio? Well, my awesome people, firstly, ThreeD provides exposure into equity in early and seed financing rounds. This provides ThreeD with a low entry point and a highly favorable risk-reward profile. So you have the opportunity to invest in companies even before they IPO. And not only before they IPO, but even before they hit the major exchanges. Imagine buying Amazon or Apple before they IPO'd. Right? Secondly, running a startup company requires great vision, technical expertise, managerial insight, access to financing, and the ability to drive the company toward an exit. And most management teams are excellent at operating their core business, but are poorly equipped to manage all the other necessary elements for growth. But the team at ThreeD Capital has the experts that can take these startups and companies to their end goal through their countless years of experience building billion-dollar companies and creating unicorn companies. And the third and most important reason to add ThreeD Capital to your portfolio is the founder and CEO Sheldon's proven track record of investing and unique ability to spot winners. His involvement in a deal attracts the right capital, people, and partnerships, giving companies the best possible chance to succeed. With his strong network and history of success, he provides ThreeD with the first look at the best companies out there. Through rapid growth of a company and leveraging information and technology, Sheldon and his team at ThreeD can scale companies and businesses at an exponential rate. The global economy is heading into the fourth industrial revolution, where technological innovations are making everything more efficient. And businesses that take advantage of this innovation will achieve massive multiples of scale compared to its competitors who do not. So ThreeD Capital is ahead of the game and capitalizing on these opportunities. And as an investor, by adding ThreeD to your portfolio, not only will you be diversifying your portfolio, but you too will have an opportunity to capitalize on this growth from the ground up. So, Jacob Rant, what are you doing with this stock? Well, my awesome people, you know how I love investing in dividend stocks and stocks that consistently pay me. But you also know me, I do love my growth stocks that have the potential to 10x or even 100x. Once I learned about this stock, ThreeD, and what it does, I immediately looked into the numbers and the company profiles that it has invested in. All the companies that ThreeD has invested in not only make sense from a numbers perspective, as many of them are already highly profitable, but yet undervalued, undervalued, and while looking toward the future and what the future of society and the global economy will look like, it just makes sense for these companies that ThreeD has invested in to continue thriving and growing. So if you are one of those investors looking for ground floor companies with the potential for rapid growth, then ThreeD stock is for you. And you have to act quick because there are partnerships and companies that are going to be introduced in the coming weeks and months by ThreeD Capital, and you would not want to miss it. So stay tuned for the update. What are your thoughts on disruptive technology? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this video gave you some value and insightful content. And remember, my awesome people, just like all the information I mentioned in my videos, assess your risk appetite, always diversify, and please do your own due diligence because I am just a clown on YouTube. Stay ranting.